All right, we're live now, and I want to introduce my special guest today, Ali Saadawy. Am I pronouncing it right?
It's fine.
Okay.
𝙍𝙤𝙢𝙖𝙣.
How do you pronounce it?
𝙍𝙤𝙢𝙖𝙣.
Saadawy. Perfect.
𝙍𝙤𝙢. That's
No,
fine.
from now on, I did my best to
It's
pronounce
fine.
it. So in today's live video, we will be talking about the craziness that's going on in the market today. As most of you probably are aware, the interest rates, they climbing up at significant pace, and it's very hard to decide what would be the next move on your next flip or rental or even a wholesale deal without knowing where we're entering. This is why I wanted to invite Ali, who got plenty of experience working with wholesalers, doing rehab loans, as well as issuing regular conventional loans. So I would give a few minutes to introduce Ali and let him explain your experience, your knowledge, and how you can bring value to this group.
Absolutely. So my name is Ali. I started, digging more in real estate recently. I just fell in love with it. For the rates as we see now with, even with our brokerage, they've been doing this for over than 20 years. For sure, the rates is going, is different. We're not sure where the market is going really. I mean, what do they think? We just talked about it yesterday. I mean, the prices that, it's going to go down a little, but it's not that much. It's like if people think the 2008 crash is going to happen again, I don't think it will happen. It's not going to be the same way it happened before. So the property is still going to hold more value, but it's not as much as it was 6 months ago. So I don't know.
Well, Ali, the crisis of 2018 was backed by the lenders. It crashed from the lender standpoint.
Correct.
When they started issuing these predators loans. Right. When people used to pay their mortgages and they owed more and more money for the property as much as they paid. That's why everyone wants to decide to go in foreclosure. Right now, we've seen absolute opposite when people have tremendous equity in their properties. Right. And with increased interest rates, I see that they will not give up their properties with $50, $100, sometimes a few $100,000 in their homes. Right. I absolutely agree with you that with the fact we're not in the same situation we were in 2008.
They added a lot of regulation for the lenders how to give loans to people, because I think back in the days, they just give loans to anyone. So they put the people in the situation that they cannot keep going. Now there is a lot of regulation for us how to give loans to people, who can have a loan. They have a lot of more restriction. That's why before you get your NMLS, there's a lot of test and law you have to learn before even to think about it.
Right, exactly. Yes, and government put certain restrictions how government regulates it. But let's talk about numbers for a sec. I know rates just jumped recently. Tell me more about different types of programs that you have to offer, from conventional to more advanced.
Absolutely. So at this moment, I have more focused on fix and flips. Okay. I think I have a beautiful program for that. So it help you, like if you are, I have several programs, but the best one I have for now, it can start with minimum credit score as 650.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 650, and you don't have to have experience.
Okay.
You can be first-time investor or you are experienced. So At 650, a credit score, you can be around like 8%. And this is only interest only loan, means you only pay every month the interest only, but the end of the term you have to pay off what you owe. Also, the best thing about this program, some part of the lender fee, like if you have lender fee like 2 points or some underwriter fee, you can pay it in the end of the loan at the exit. So if you are after you're flipping a house and after the house is done, you flipped it. So what you were supposed to pay up front at closing, you can pay it by the end of the term. So it's I think give a lot of more opportunity for even new people who want to start joining the game of fix and flip. Um, the good part about it too, some other lender they require general contractor to sign off some of your renovation. This one doesn't require that at all as well. The only requirement for that, you just have to have a housing history. So you have to have a mortgage. You own a house or you own it or you have a mortgage on it. They want to see a 12-month history of your mortgage.
Oh, okay.
That's it. They don't care how much you make per month. They don't care what's your income. They don't care about any of these things.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's the most important. They want to make sure that you are, that you will be, your number looks good to them. So they will have appraisal involved. They make sure that you are going to make money. They will make sure you are going to pay them back. So if your deal is not making any sense, the numbers, they were not going to do. So the numbers has to be exactly, because they want to make sure you make money and you can pay them back. You know what I mean? So this is one of their main focus. But and if you are 750 plus credit score, you can get this loan at 7% and 727 for only 12 months.
It's very competitive compared to hard money lenders, who charging you way over 10%.
Right.
Plus points.
Right, and it doesn't really require that much documentation either. They just want to see sales agreement. They want to see, that you own a house. If you have like, experience, you want to show them the experience you have, because that could make it different in the loan itself. And that's it. It's just very easygoing program, but there will be appraisal involved in that. They have to make sure everything is good. But before they order the appraisal, they're going to look at the numbers first. They do something that you have to give me like schedule of improvement. They will look at it first, and they will look at your comps and how much you're spending in rehab. If the numbers made sense in the beginning, we can move forward.
That's interesting. And how long is the terms of the loan?
This one is 12 months.
12 months.
I have a different program for lower credit score. So it can start at 620, okay? 620 credit score. You can be a first-time investor or experienced investor. If you are a realtor, it will count as an experienced investor. And if you are a general contractor, have a license, it can count for you. It's one experience as well. So, and this will be 18-month loan.
Okay.
Once you start with them and you start to be engaged with them, they can give you exposure for $500,000 minimum limit a year to keep fixing and flipping. So you're gonna have, $500,000 in Pittsburgh market is not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I had a flip. I did it. It was in. As I told you, it was in. I bought it for 27 and I sold it for 90, and I was happy.
Right.
For Pittsburgh markets, it's not bad. You can buy cheap property and sell it, make a little bit of money, and just go. So this one, it would be 18-month interest only, but this one it will require to have a general contractor to sign some paperwork.
Right. Yeah. Obviously, bank wants to know that everything's going to
you
be
have someone
right.
professional gonna do the work, and do you actually ask the general contractor if you have experience, what rehab you did before, you know, you know, but but if you got it right with these people, with this lender we have, they can have exposure for 500 minimum a year. That's not bad. So most of other investors you see flipping two, three, four houses a year, sorry, at the same time. I mean, I know investors, they will make like every month they have two flips selling
Right.
for free. Okay, how they do it? For sure, they got some money, but how did they start? They started from that kind of lending,
Right.
and this is how it goes.
That makes total sense. So we agreed with Ali that we're not facing the crash. Ali got very nice deals that will absolutely compete with hard money, private money lenders. So I would strongly encourage you to give him a shot if you're thinking about flips. But what about rentals or even conventional loans? Do you have any programs that would lend to this type of borrowers?
Yes, we do have the same, like the first program I talked to about. It can be for rehab as well for rentals. So it's still 12 months. You can buy it, rehab it, and then rent it. And then after 6 months, or you can keep it for a little bit over 6 months or up to almost a year, you can cash out.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can have actually a full appraisal, pay off what you owe from the first loan, and then you cash out after that.
And you can be one-stop shop for
Exactly
conventional loan and as well as the construction loan.
correct.
Wonderful.
It's all the same default. It's the same lender. They can do all the same at the same time. So it's really good. For sure, we have other cash out. It's all different with full doc or no docs.
Right.
They can also do cash out refi just based on your lease you have.
Right.
So yeah, so it doesn't really require too much heavy doc like traditional bank.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's very interesting. And how much is the down payment on this construction loan?
Each loan is different. There's
Right.
some you can do up to 85%, okay, loan to value, or you can cash out even at, you can cash out with 85%, but guaranteed 75. But the more you go higher, there's lenders can do 80%, there's lenders can do 85, but it would be all depend your situation.
That's perfect.
So what we we can actually, when borrower call me, I just try to analyze everything, their situation, and then from there I will see what loan can fit them exactly to help them get what they need, for what to see what kind of loan they can fit into. You know what I mean? Because each one is different. There's some people they can get 85. I have lender can cash you out up to 90, but it's all depend in several factors there. So it's all depend. So I have all the options open.
Fantastic. And Ali, I know there is plenty of newer investments in this group, new investors who just starting out and testing the water, how it works. And more and more popular trend these days is buying a duplex, live in one side and rent out another, and pretty much live rent free. Do you have programs for these, what's called like first-time home buyers, new investors?
Yeah, I think they do. They have actually, you can have actually FHA loans. So it will be funded by with the government agency, FHA or Fannie Mae. So you can buy up to 40 units, but the only condition they will have, you have to live in one.
Right, absolutely.
Right. So yep, and this will be actually in a very low rate because, this kind of loans, it can be as low as 580 credit score. You just need W-2, but I mean, again, everything changed. I don't want to behold everything change every day, but if this kind of like a government agency loan, you will need to have the W-2, bank statement, pay stubs, just regular job. But it's a really good idea when you purchase like 1 to 4 unit and you live in one and the rest of, renting it, and then they are paying your own loan and you're building equity at the same time and rent free.
Right. Well, let's touch on numbers just with this particular deal. I would say you can get a very nice duplex for 250,000 in pretty decent neighborhood, right?
You
Give or
can
take.
it's all depend. I mean, you can go some certain area in McKees Rocks or Wilkinsburg. You can have it very cheap.
Yeah, you can get it real cheap, but for $250,000, you can definitely buy a duplex. And as far as I know, on FHA loans, the minimum down payment is 3.5%. So even if you get a nice turnkey for 250, 3.5% would be just around $10,000, right?
Right.
So if you have $10,000 and you're planning and investing in real estate and become a landlord, because as far as I know, you might live there for quite some time and then buy another duplex and move in and do the same thing over and over again until you build the portfolio. That would be the option for newer investors. So tell me about what would be the interest rate in today's market for such a deal, buying a duplex with FHA loan? Just approximately. I'm not asking you to calculate, but like I just did a calculation of 3.5 on 250.
I mean, it fluctuates really bad. I mean, it could be by changing by a lot per day. It could be in the late fours, could be fives. It's yeah. I mean, this is the thing. If someone really ready to do something, once you get that good rate, just lock it
right
as fast as you can. Because to be honest with you, I don't see the 3% anymore. I don't. It's all no. It's over. What I'm seeing here, like the interest rate 7-8 years ago, it's gonna go back. What I think, I'm not an expert, but I think it's just the interest rate is gonna go back to normal.
Right.
What did we have? It wasn't normal.
Yeah, it was affected by pandemic. We all know that.
Right. So it was. I think the market is just gonna go back to normal, as you see. Now, when you get a house in the market, it was one day and just gone. Now you see the house, it's staying in the market. It's just normal. Now you can negotiate a lot of it even.
Right.
For regular house, but still the houses have flipped, has been done nicely. This is where you still can see a little bit of bidding war, but not that much as it was before. But the other regular outdated houses, but livable condition, you see these houses start to stay in the market more. I don't know, am I right or wrong, but I think this is what I see from, everyday notification.
Yeah, every single house is different, but I see this trend that obviously the higher interest rates, the lower buying power, and obviously the sellers, as much as they don't want to lower the price or stop increasing the price at the pace they want to, the market will dictate what's the true value, because every single house valued at the market value.
Correct.
And
you're right.
Everyone has to deal with it.
Right.
All right. Well, I think it's a perfect example of how we can work with the clients, the investors in this group, bring them value, like we discussed with Ali prior. Rehabbing, buying investment properties, fixing them up, and putting them either back on market or refinancing them again through LE. And good starting point, if you can save $10,000 and start this duplex and start this duplex plan and build your portfolio up to where you feel comfortable pulling more equity out of these duplexes and invest in rental properties to buy to begin with, that would be like one-stop shopping for all your mortgage needs. So Ali, I will give you a few minutes to share all your information, how people can contact you, your email, website, phone number. Tell them all how they can get such a great mortgage broker.
Absolutely. Thank you. And so my name is Ali. Phone number, it's 412-728-0653. I don't know the email, how it's going to work to say.
I would strongly recommend you just post your email in comments below after we finish.
Yeah, I would do that.
So people gonna see your contact information.
Absolutely.
They will reach out to you.
Absolutely. And if anyone in the group, they want to start, fix and flip, I think the program I have, you're not going to regret it. I think it's the best program I saw before, because before, when I started already, I looked before, a couple of years ago, you could see houses for $27,000, $25,000, not anymore, you know. So if you got some home equity in your house and you just want to store it, and this is how we all did it. So if you got, some home equity money and you're ready to do something, if your numbers is right. Also, I would like, beside I'm your mortgage, I'm not expert. I don't want to put my expert, but I help you when you come tell me this is the address where I'm trying to purchase. I look up the comps with you to make sure you're walking in the right direction, not wrong, especially if you're new, you know what I mean? Because this is what I do every day with the wholesale, I do acquisition. So I look at the property and I look online and see what's the value, how much we can sell for, what's going to be a good deal for the investor or is not. And this is what we do. So please contact me. I'll be more than happy to help you.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Ali, for sharing your knowledge. I think it was very helpful interview today.
Thank you.
If you, I'm talking to my audience, need a best lender in Pittsburgh, Ali's your guy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap this up. Ali, thanks again. Have a wonderful day, and we'll do business together.
We'll do. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.